All right. Hello. Good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we got a little bit to talk about today. This is going to be an exciting video because not only do I want to take you through a sell that I made within my portfolio, I'll take you through exactly how much I sold at what price and what my total profit and loss was for the position of SPXL. I also want to take you through some stocks which I believe, okay, SEHG, I don't believe it's at a fantastic buying opportunity, but I want to show you a couple long-term stocks, which I do believe are at great buying opportunities and still offer pretty decent dividend returns. Maybe not the same such as YieldMax, but now we're kind of in a transition period within our portfolio. We have invested in YieldMax for so long. We have accumulated a bunch of YieldMax ETFs, which will now be paying us pretty high monthly income. You now see that with the new sell in my portfolio, I'm now positive in my cash flow. I have no more margin debt. And so what this means for my portfolio, I will be receiving that cash flow from the YieldMax ETFs that we recently purchased all throughout kind of like the past 6 months or so. And that will in turn help to propel our investing future for long-term and pretty stable stocks, ETFs, things like that. But that's not the basis of this video. What we're talking about is SPXL and my sell. If that does sound good, please remember to subscribe. I want to give a shout out, first of all, to a bunch of my subscribers. And honestly, I'm really privileged to have this channel. What are we at right now? We're at 8,346 subscribers, 215 subscribers the past 28 days. That is awesome, as normal. But I'm really grateful and I'm really proud of you guys because you guys are the real investors out here. You guys are the honorable investors because you guys do your homework. You guys invest on your own. You make smart decisions. And you know what? You guys also fill me in on a bunch of amazing things that I could talk about and learn, honestly. As you guys mentioned, what are your views on SPXL? Leverage decay. Is this still a hold? Absolutely. Hubbugs Dabu 4361. I'm going to get to that in this video. Stanley as well. A great comment. 3 times leverage ETFs are not meant to be held long term. You should research the unique behaviors of those funds before investing in them. Absolutely. That's fantastic advice. Of course, I've done that. I've done my research on SPXL. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys why I sold it. And as well, so many other amazing comments. And this is only on SPXL. You guys comment on everything. So continue to do your thing. Also, check out in the description below. Holy smokes, I'm stuttering over myself here. But we're going to keep rolling. Link to Honorable Investing Goal Template. There's a link to our Honorable Goal Investing Template down below. I want to say thank you to everyone who's checking out our website. Every time you click on this link, I get a notification saying, okay, someone else has kind of checked out my website. And then as well, more people are ordering. So it's awesome. This is the website. This is the tracker. Get it down below if you want to reach your goals. It'll help you there. There's a video link. And as well, $50 for anyone who signs up for a Questrade account if you're new. All right. Now that we got into that, I want to just thank you guys for everything that you do to support me. And now I want to show you guys how I can support you, which is my sell on SPXL. What I've done here, SPXL, my total position was 48 shares to begin with. Now you'll see I still hold a position. It's a smaller position, 20 shares at an average share price of $141.78. The current share price being $157. So what was the sell order that I did? When I go to my orders here, today, this morning, I sold 28 shares of SPXL at $156.91. So just a little bit below what we're currently at today. And SPXL on a daily fluctuates pretty heavily. It's a 3 times bull on the S&P 500 if you guys aren't aware. But the reason that I sold is this. It's because of the comments and all the input that I've heard from you guys, and you guys are totally correct. Three times leverage SPXL is not meant to be held long term. It's true. It's meant to be held when the market's low. You buy it when it's low and you hold it throughout the uptrend, or you hold it when you feel that the market is going to be in an uptrend. It's something that you buy and you sell maybe within like a month to a 3 month to a 6 month period. Depends how the market's performing. But the reason why I sold is because look at this. 6 months ago, we were at an all-time high in the market at about roughly 610 for SPY. Right? We're now kind of approaching those markers. We're back at about 600. This is the decay in SPXL. SPXL, when the market was at a high, we were roughly at about $185. Now we're closing and we're approaching those same highs in SPY, the overall market, but we are now down probably about 10% from those highs. This is the decay that we're talking about. of course, SPXL can still be a fantastic investment, and it was for me. I purchased some shares about $100, $120, but you could have purchased shares back at about $87 and been up over about 100% on your investment within the past 3 months. Those are the times where you want to buy SPXL. But of course, as mentioned, this was something where I wanted to try out a 3 times leveraged bull on the overall market, and the stock decay is true because they have fees with their they have an investment fee, which is their expense ratio here at 0.87%. And as well on the daily, every day they are looking to match SPY and do 300% on SPY. And that slowly every day kind of erodes the share price a little bit. And that's why we're not seeing the exact same markers that we've seen previously back at $180 when the market was at a similar marker. So to get the erosion out the way, to get my sell out the way, let's go into some markers. So SPXL, I still hold 20 shares because I do think that the market has the potential to increase on the short term. We're at kind of a pivotal market point where we could either go up or we could trend down and potentially have a breakthrough to the upside. So it's really kind of indecisive where the market wants to go. I know there's a lot of turmoil with war going on and things like that. So it's a bittersweet time, and I hope anyone who's affected, you guys are staying safe and staying well. I wish the best for you guys, but it's kind of an interesting time. We don't know what the market's going to do, but nonetheless, we can only make the moves that we feel are best. And what I thought was to sell half of my portfolio size in SPXL, 28 shares, 156.91. That's the price in USD. Total USD is $4,393 at a total profit of about $423. If we look at my total return on that position, it's roughly about what the current share price is at the current moment. So it's roughly about a 10% return over the past 3 months. 10% return over the past 3 months is fantastic. So I'm super happy with that. And what I'm going to do is, because I hold all these YieldMax ETFs, when it comes tax time, before the end of this year, I've developed this new sheet here. It's my buy and sells withdrawals, where I kind of keep track of everything that I buy and sell, which I'll hopefully get available for you guys soon on our Honorable Investing website. Please do check that out. Link in the description below if you're interested. But I'm going to have kind of a tab here which shows a total gain / loss from my sells this year, because it's important when it comes tax time that you kind of see, okay, what is your net gain or your net loss? And for myself, I'm currently at a net gain this year of $423. But look, I hold a lot of YieldMax ETFs, which are down big. Let's use this to our advantage when it comes to tax time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for positions, maybe XYZY, where they're at kind of a high marker in their underlying stock, yet they're still down pretty big. I might look to sell off roughly about $400 of a loss on that position, and then even that out so I'm not paying any capital gains tax. I have to do a lot of research into that to make sure I can get it to work, but that's what I'm thinking for the current time being. Of course, you guys are my go-to, and not my only go-to, but one of the places where I love to communicate. So if you guys have any ideas, please do comment and let me know down below. But this was my sell on SPXL. It's difficult to say where the market's going to go. I sold half of my position, so I still have half in. The market appreciates. If it depreciates, then I might go and repurchase if the market trends lower. Now we're at a point where we could potentially buy some stocks which are at pretty good values, like PepsiCo, like Helmerich and Payne, and like T. Rowe Price. I'll maybe make a video on these 3 companies going forward, just so that you guys can kind of look in a little bit more in depth. And as we kind of transition this channel over and away from YieldMax ETFs, still going to hold them, still going to continue to collect the dividends, but definitely looking to buy some more long-term plays as we look for the stable income now. So that does sound good. We're up to 8,346 subscribers. I really want to thank you guys for sticking around, doing your thing, checking out everything, and sticking with me through my journey. I think this is going to be awesome. We're going to grow together. We're going to learn together as we've done for the past 2 years. So thank you very much. Please do take care, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.